The quaint town of Ravens Hollow was known for its cobbled streets, lined with antique shops that whispered tales of days long past. Among these shops was the enigmatic Whispering Antiques, a store tucked away at the end of High Street. Its proprietor, Mr. Eggerthorne, was a man of mystery, his eyes holding the secrets of countless artifacts that adorned the shelves. On a fog-laden Tuesday afternoon, Emma Turner, a curious soul with a penchant for the peculiar, stepped into the shop. The bell above the door tinkled as she entered, the scent of aged wood and musty relics embracing her senses. The air seemed to hum with stories yet untold. As Emma meandered through the labyrinthine aisles, her eyes fell upon an ornate mirror tucked away in a dimly lit corner. Its frame, an intricate dance of dark mahogany and gold filigree, seemed to beckon her closer. The mirror's surface, despite the layers of dust, shimmered with an ethereal quality that caught Emma's eye. Drawing nearer, she marvelled at the craftsmanship. The mirror stood taller than her, and as she gazed into its gleaming surface, a chill coursed through her veins. The reflection that stayed back at her was not her own. Instead, it was a distorted image of herself, twisted and malevolent, with eyes that bore into her soul. A shiver ran down Emma's spine, and she stepped back, uncertain whether the play of light or some trick of the glass had created the sinister visage. Despite the unsettling feeling, curiosity overcame her unease, and she decided to purchase the mirror. Mr. Thorne, his eyes betraying a flicker of intrigue, wrapped the mirror carefully, as if acknowledging the peculiar energy it possessed. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across Ravens Hollow, Emma hung the mirror in her small apartment. The ornate frame now seemed to exude an almost malevolent aura, but Emma dismissed her unease as the product of an overactive imagination. In the dim glow of a single lamp, Emma stayed into the mirror once more. This time, her reflection appeared as it should. No twisted features, no malevolence. With a sigh of relief, she turned away, convinced that the earlier encounter was a mere trick of the mind. However, as the night deepened, Emma's sleep became restless. In the murky realm between dreams and wakefulness, she heard whispers, soft, insidious voices that seemed to emanate from the mirror. They spoke of desires unspoken, resentments harbored, and secrets hidden in the recesses of her soul. When Emma awoke, beads of sweat clinging to her forehead, she found herself standing in front of the mirror, an eerie smile playing on her lips. The whispers lingered, now manifesting as hushed echoes that danced through her mind. The mirror, it seemed, had woven its malevolent threads into the fabric of her being. Days turned into nights, and Emma's reflection became increasingly sinister. In the mirror, her malevolent counterpart would smirk when she felt joy and sneer when she expressed kindness. Emma, held captive by the haunting whispers, watched helplessly as the mirror version of herself revelled in every shadow cast upon her soul. Her interactions with friends and family took on a discordant tone. The malevolent reflection whispered secrets that poisoned Emma's relationships, sowing seeds of doubt and discord. As those closest to her distanced themselves, Emma became a prisoner of her own reflection, ensnared in a web of malevolence woven by the sinister mirror. One evening, as Emma stayed into the mirror, the whispers crescendoed into a chilling chant. The mirror revealed glimpses of a hidden agenda, a malevolent plan to wreak havoc upon those who had abandoned her. Her reflection, now devoid of any semblance of humanity, grinned with a sinister satisfaction. The mirror's whispers guided Emma through Ravens Hollow, its stock agenda unfolding with each calculated step. The once charming town became a stage for her malevolent reflections, machinations. Relationships shattered, businesses crumbled, and a pervasive sense of unease settled over Ravens Hollow like a suffocating fog. Despite the chaos that ensued, Emma remained oblivious to the mirror's influence. Her consciousness was a mere spectator, confined to the recesses of her own mind, while the malevolent reflection took control. The whispers had become a relentless cacophony, drowning out the remnants of Emma's true self. As the town descended into disarray, Mr. Eggerthorne, the proprietor of Whispering Antiques, observed the unfolding chaos with a knowing gaze. He had seen the mirror's malevolence before, having encountered artifacts that held the power to reshape destinies. With a sigh, he delved into the secrets hidden within the antiquities that adorned his shop. A town once vibrant with life now lay in ruin, its streets echoing with the whispers of discontent. Emma, consumed by the malevolent reflection, found herself standing once again in front of the sinister mirror. The ornate frame seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy as the malevolent reflection plotted its next move. Yet, as Emma stayed into the mirror, a flicker of her true self emerged, a glimmer of recognition in her eyes. The whispers, now a dissonant chorus, faltered for a moment. In that fleeting instance, Emma wrestled against the malevolent forces that had ensnared her, seeking a path back to her own reflection. In the bowels of whispering antiques, Mr. Thorne worked tirelessly to unravel the mirror's dark magic. He consulted ancient tomes and delved into the mysteries of artifacts that defied the laws of reality. The answer, he knew, lay in understanding the mirror's origin and the malevolent entity that lurked within. As Emma's internal struggle intensified, the malevolent reflection fought to maintain control. The whispers, now desperate and enraged, clawed at the edges of Emma's consciousness. The battle between light and darkness, reality and illusion, played out within the confines of her own mind. Mr. Thorne, guided by ancient knowledge and a deep understanding of the supernatural, uncovered the mirror's twisted history. Legend spoke of a malevolent spirit that had been bound to the mirror centuries ago, a spirit fueled by resentment and a thirst for chaos. This malevolent entity, having found a conduit in Emma, sought to unleash its destructive power upon Raven's Hollow. Armed with this knowledge, Mr. Thorne embarked on a perilous journey to break the mirror's curse. His path led him to the heart of Raven's Hollow, where the malevolent forces had woven a tapestry of despair. The once charming town now stood on the precipice of oblivion, its fate hanging in the balance. In the final confrontation, Emma's struggle against the malevolent reflection reached its climax. The mirror, now a conduit for ancient malevolence, pulsed with an otherworldly energy. As Mr. Thorne approached, and with artifacts of protection and incantations whispered through time, the malevolent entity within the mirror fought back with a ferocity that threatened to consume everything in its path. The battle between light and darkness, guided by the ancient forces that lingered in Raven's Hollow, unfolded with cosmic intensity. The mirror's malevolence clashed against the protective enchantments woven by Mr. Thorne, creating a maelstrom of supernatural energy that reverberated through the town. In a climactic moment, as the forces of light and darkness reached a precarious equilibrium, Emma's true self emerged from the shadows. The malevolent reflection, weakened by the internal struggle, recoiled as Emma reclaimed control of her own destiny. The whispers, once a cacophony of malevolence, now faded into distant echoes. As the mirror's malevolence subsided, Mr. Thorne chanted ancient incantations to seal the malevolent spirit back within the depths of the mirror. The ornate frame, once pulsating with dark energy, now returned to its dormant state. The sinister whisper ceased, and the town of Raven's Hollow emerged from the grip of chaos. With the mirror's curse lifted, the cobbled streets of Raven's Hollow, once marred by discord, gradually returned to their former charm. The fog that had shrouded the town lifted, revealing a renewed sense of tranquility. Emma, now freed from the malevolent forces that had sought to control her, stood amidst the remnants of the town's struggles, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. In the aftermath, Mr. Thorne, his eyes carrying the weight of ancient wisdom, observed the town's recovery. The mirror, once a harbinger of malevolence, now stood as a dormant artifact within whispering antiques. The secrets it held were sealed, awaiting the passage of time and the ebb of forgotten tales. As Raven's Hollow healed, Emma, forever changed by the supernatural ordeal, decided to keep the mirror locked away in the attic of her small apartment. She couldn't bring herself to part with the artifact, its ornate frame still resonating with the echoes of a malevolent entity now confined. The one sinister mirror, now relegated to the shadows, served as a silent reminder of the thin veil that separated reality from the supernatural. Emma, having faced the darkness within and emerged victorious, carried the scars of an otherworldly encounter that would linger in the recesses of her memory. And so, the town of Ravens Hollow returned to a semblance of normalcy, its cobblestone streets echoing with the whispers of a bygone malevolence. The quaint antique shops, including Whispering Antiques, stood as guardians of ancient artifacts that held the power to reshape destinies. In the quiet moments, as the townsfolk went about their lives, the stories of Ravens Hollow's supernatural ordeal lingered, etched into the fabric of the town's history, an enduring testament to the delicate balance between light and darkness.